Hi, this is 9 to 5 to Riches, and I'm going to tell you what I just did today. What I bought and what I sold. If I bought or sold anything. I just bought right now a $1,000 call on Microsoft. $420 strike. I need to go to 420 or higher in a relatively okay fashion in the next 43 days. Month and a half. I bought like a sharp downturn here, and I thought to myself, I'm buying a dip of like 5 to 10. These dips are relatively, they last maybe a month or less, or a couple of weeks usually. So this is kind of the beginning of it, and it's near a near dip that we just had. Oh my god. I get spam called like 10 times a day. So if I look at the distance here, from this distance, this is September 10th to August 20. August 20, there's 10 days, and then another 10 days, and then 20 days. 20 days until new highs from this point. Not new highs, but yeah, you get the point. And unless we're really just in a descending... Sorry, I'm at my 9 to 5. Had to check if there's a car there. Unless we're really in a descending pattern, I don't think we are, because we have a pretty solid base from this point, and I think this is the real base here, 404, 405, and you know that is about 8, 9, 10, 11, 3, 4% away from where we are now. If we drop 3, 4%, there is a possibility, and I'm willing to stomach the few $1,000 loss that I will from dropping 4 or 5%, and I think that's temporary. I think we are going to hold this base that's so strong, and on the 5-year, I mean, it's just hard to say that we get something a little bit, mid-level. It just seems like 390 is the optimal spot if it really does go that low, but 400 is pretty strong psychologically, especially for Microsoft. People really trade off technicals. It's a Honda, or that was a Tesla honking. But I'm not going to pay attention to how much I'm up or down. This is not what matters. What matters is how much how the individual position is doing. This has only lost 1%. I expect another few percent. That's fine. Meta platforms doing great. Actually, let's see if this is a buy. I mean, we have made a new channel. This is like this. It's like we've made a new channel, and it's, will we break and retouch support? I don't think so, because we have resistance points here that are potential supports. I mean, if we did do a break, it's probably gonna 50, and it's gonna be like a 10%. That's what I'm saying. It's like people are scared of a drop. It's like we're so high and we keep going higher. But I mean, we're in November, and then we have December before January. We have a decent amount of time. We have a few months before election and all this stuff actually comes in. So I don't know if we're gonna crash that quick, but I think we are gonna have a pullback, a very strong one. I just don't know when, and I'm gonna try to make some money between that time, because this is when it's kind of, the opportunity is somewhat there relative to recently. Yes, 538. 538. It's only 2% down from highs. It's not really, market's not really doing much. Market's not really down much. Oh, things are going down. Not really down much. I expect a support bounce about here where we are today. I mean, most likely what it looks like is, well, not most likely. My guess is almost as good as yours, but I think we're probably going to get a support bounce from around here and on Microsoft, because that's what it's kind of looking like. SPY and Microsoft. Basically, when I have so much Microsoft, it's almost like having some SPY, or it's almost like having SPY, but a slightly riskier version because it's not SPY. But VOO SPY, same thing. Top holdings. Microsoft is the second largest holding on the top 10 holdings, and it's in second place for a reason. Nvidia's great. Nvidia's great. Amazon's great. Facebook is amazing. Alphabet's amazing. Tesla's amazing. Broadcom, but Microsoft is the second most. You know. Let's see here. So this $1,000 call I told you earlier, it just makes sense to me. I'm willing to lose up to $1,000 in order to potentially make up to $1,000. And I believe I can have a serious move happen on Microsoft or SPY back up, or at least retest, something closer to 418, or more of a bounce back up. Because I mean, obviously I'm a bull right now because of my positioning, but my option here is going to expire. Obviously, it's under. Oops. Not this one. It's under 422.50. So it's going to expire, giving me the $360 premium, $360 a share, or the $360 premium I'm going to be given. And then, excuse me, not the share. What am I talking about? Sorry, I'm jumbling over my words. It's early in the day. Probably haven't had enough hydration, but that's okay. Just going to pump out this information. This is what's necessary. It's still 9 a.m. So yeah, Microsoft, I think we are gonna, we could bounce around here. We could at some midpoint, because we're under. Let's see, we're under basically we're under these resistances here, 417, 418. That's been choppy. 419, that's like a solid one. 417.50, we're under those, but we're still above 410, and 410, 401, that's still like 1 to 3% under from where we are now. So it's not really that large of a fluctuation, even though it's $4 or $5 or even $10. I think we're doing fine. But if we do break that, then yeah, it's gonna get a little uglier. It's gonna, higher chance we need a hold. I mean, I think 410 could be the bottom. 415, 414, where we are now. 410 is just. It's like 0.5% away. It's like 1% lower than we are now or so. I'm down 1%, so I'll be down, it's temporary. And I'm willing to, everyone has a different tolerance. I put so little into PLTR that my tolerance was very high. I'm like, all right, whatever this does, I really don't care. And I just held it and forgot about it, and it's up 60%. TSLZ, let's not talk about that. I bought some SQQQ last night and some TSLZ. This is the inverse of Tesla, and Teslas have just been running. And I'm like, Tesla's gonna, I don't think it's gonna hold this 300 level, but apparently, we did hold this 300 level, and we're zooming a bit now, but it did pull back. Should I take a loss on this? $100. Or look at the chart. Let's not look at that, but let's look at Tesla. Here we are. Tesla. 319 a share. Looks pretty solid. It's giving us somewhat of a bull flag here. 269 to 242. We had a huge move here, and I believe people are expecting something similar. It's going to happen here. It's going to happen here. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to have some chop. I think we're going to come back. We're probably going to consolidate the base around here, around 300, maybe a little bit under 300. I mean, we went to 300 just now, a little bit under this. We did hit the base, I guess. We did hit 300, I guess. It just doesn't show on the 1 month. And then plus 3 months. I mean, hard to say. This whole move. I mean, we're above. Where's the base is about 300, and that's why we bounced off of it. I mean, we did hit this and we went higher. I mean, it's not hard to believe that we go back to the base before going higher, like 285, or at least retest 265, because that's the bottom of this and the bottom of this. 270, 265. 280. This 280 is pretty solid support. And closer to 260, 266, 270. Yeah, I think 270 is the best next common support here. 270, 280. But we are very bullish at the moment. We can continue to go higher another leg potentially. Closer to 400, but you know, who knows. Alright guys, so I'm a little annoyed about the Tesla position, but I'm going to hold it for a bit. And Microsoft is doing good, chilling. This call is going to cook up, hopefully beautifully. We were fluctuating before around this range to 420 pretty easily. 415 to 420. And past 420 is 2% away to the upside. Yes, sometimes the stock only moves 1% in a month, but between that, there's more than 1%. There's up to 5% up and down difference. Look at this. Up to 4%, 4.5%, -1. Basically 5%, 5%, 5%, 5% move. Top to bottom, more than 5, or about 5%, about 5%. Probably 10, 15%. About 5%, same thing as here. So we're just getting this chop the whole time, besides this huge move. But so we're getting a lot of consolidation because it just wants to, the stock is like, fuck, we just had a crazy amount of, COVID, different bullshit, and it's like we had a little bit of consolidation here. Let's get above the channel. Just kind of the psychology of it. Let's get above the channel, and then just get a bunch of consolidation to build a nice base. And maybe like extremes will bounce off of. Probably bounce off of like, a little bit higher than 374, but that's not even that low. 345, 374. It could be 360, 380. Let's say 380 minus 415. Yeah, about 10% drop from where we are now. That's not too hard to stomach. 10% on 52K would be ugly, but it'd be about 5,200. But after that, I suppose, just holding shares at that point, and still selling the covered calls, I believe we would still come out profitable easily. But we'll see. Is there going to be an insane recession or some crazy bear market coming through? I don't know. But we're out of COVID. And this is kind of what the reason why we're out of COVID. We had COVID here, and then we're out of it. We're back to like normal movement, I think. That's a spam call. Don't worry. You can call that guy and spam him if you'd like. But yeah, I think we're back to I think we had a large breather here from a serious impact, and I think on the 5-year we're getting like some consolidation here, and I think we're just going to slowly keep just climbing higher, and that kind of indicates the bullishness due to how large this move was, I believe. Just I don't know what happened at this point. I should probably study that, but it did connect pretty symmetrically, and more symmetry, and higher high, a little bit higher low, a bit lower low. Are we going to go higher? Are we going to go lower? Probably going to go higher, lower, chop around this area until there's a break, probably to the upside. Are we going to break to the downside? If we do, it's like 4%. If we break to the upside, even new highs, as in probably this base a little bit higher. We go above this base. Like, dude, that's a nice 8% run. Like 50K worth of shares plus 8%. Nice little 4K. You just lock in when you're up. That's all it is. It's okay to get a little back. Down 700 today, 300 on the week. But look at our month. We're still up on the month beautifully. There's going to be chop. far. We have about 26,000 worth of margin, 1,000 the gratuity and the tax. That's plus 6.75%. It's 17.55 divided by 365. I'm paying about $4.80 a day. Let's say $5. 5 times 30. 5 times 45. I'm going to be paying about 1,700 or 5 times 45. Yeah, that's more realistic. If I pay about $200, $225, about $200, and a little less than 45 days. I'm not gonna hold it for the 45. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But even if I do, it's like 45 days for $200. I would lose on this Microsoft from just holding it. Like, yeah, I'll lose a little bit of tax on the margin, a couple $100 a month or whatever. But when there's a large move, I'm gonna make $4 or $5 grand. So, or $2-3 grand, whatever it is. It's going to be a couple thousand. I'm not trying to time the exact bottom, the exact top. That's why I'm using Robinhood. I like it simple. I like to keep it clean. I could be using, technical analysis with candles and, showing you all these markers and all these indicators, but it's not. It's necessary with day trading. Yeah, it is. It's not necessary with, swing trading with, from weeks to months, especially on a stock like this. If you're doing something more technical, I completely understand. What I'm doing is, I would definitely, not recommend anything close to what I'm doing. But this is different. And let's see where I bought the bulk of these shares, just so you guys can see. Bought the $1,000 option call at 8:50 a.m. before this break. Stock is down like 0.5%, like 0.10, less than 0.10% since I bought the option. You just don't be an emotional trader. Stock's fine. Whoa. This teacher's like going to this guy's car all aggressively. He's like waving his finger like give me your kid. Oh, he's dropping off food from his friend maybe. I don't know, look kind of aggressive. Okay. And I could get an idea of what I'm going to make on the 420 call. And it's beautiful because the 420 call, let's show you right here. And I'm going to post this video before the market's closed. Isn't that crazy? Most of the time, people post videos where they give you ideas on buys, and this is not financial advice. Don't take my advice. Don't buy what I buy. Do your own due diligence. But people post videos at 5 in the afternoon when the market's closed. It's like, oh, thanks, man. Thanks for the advice. So I'm going to try to start posting before, or not start, but continue posting before the market is closed to give you guys a little bit of help if you are falling behind and you're completely lost. Just take a little bit of my direction, and you probably won't get too hurt. And if you do, manage your risk. Keep things as small as possible and know the absolute upside and the absolute downside. And when things are down, you'll feel kind of okay. And when things are up, you'll feel good. And that's just how it is. But it's better than feeling horrible on the downside because you overextended. But okay, that's another video, guys. I hope you guys learned something. If you did, even one thing, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's free. Thank you. Have a good day. Enjoy your weekend, man. Don't watch too much bullshit stock videos. Just let things sit. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's when slowly look at the market. Okay, guys. Have a good one. Subscribe, leave a like.